all of you lovely individuals. I hope that so far your week has treated you well and you have been kind and patient with yourself. That's all what I want for you. That's what I want for myself too. Today I want to talk about judging a book by its cover. It's a very common phrase we hear, and unfortunately society and, our people are based on the external to give you an idea of what a person brings to the table. And I just want to say I've never very much agreed with it. Sometimes some of the people that look like the meanest people on the outside are the nicest people on the inside. And same goes for some of the nicest looking people on the outside are some of the meanest people on the inside. There is always judgment to be had. I will say that. And almost everything that we do, there's going to be a certain level of judgment. We're going to be judged by the clothes that we put in our back. We're going to be judged by the way we wear our nails and our hair. We're going to be judged by the tattoos that we do or don't have on our skin. We are going to go through this life being consistently judged by external forces. And it's going to suck. And sometimes it's going to really beat you down and make you feel like you need to be something else in order to gain acceptance by the majority. And I just want to tell you, don't do it. Don't change. Don't lower yourself. Don't lower your standards for who you are, and don't make yourself less to be accepted by somebody else or other people or a group of people. Don't make yourself less to be accepted. And sometimes it's really, really hard. We go through certain situations where we feel like we just can't win based on the way we look. It could be anything. And, it happens no matter what you look like. You could be the most beautiful person in the world, and you could feel like you're the ugliest person in the world. Okay? It doesn't really matter. No matter what you look like, no matter who you are, no matter what good you put out in the world, unfortunately, the society that we live on judges the external. Judges by the external. I can't tell you how many times I've had people, see me, right, without talking to me, and think, oh man, she must get whatever she wants. Life just must be easy for her. And fuck, do I wish that was true. I wish that was very true. But, I'm here to tell you that it's not. I don't get whatever I want. Based on, and this is going to sound very funny, based on the fact that people think that I already get what I want. So therefore, some people make it their life's mission to make sure that I don't get what I want, because they believe that I live a life of leisure and luxury where I always get what I want and I always get my way. And man, it can be tough sometimes. It can be tough being consistently judged. And we all are. It spares no one, that judgment. It spares no one. But like I said, do not go through this world feeling like you need to make yourself less to be accepted by other people or by people. Don't shrink yourself down. Keep following the path that you feel is right for you. Keep following that avenue that you feel will bring you closer to your own personal happiness. Again, I gotta put the disclaimer out. This does not include murder. Don't be murdering people if that makes you happy. Go see a therapist or something. But don't go around killing nobody because it makes you happy. Just gotta put that out there. Small disclaimer. But if you are out here and you're doing things, you're a bright shining star in your own way, do not dim yourself for anything. I know everybody, I feel like everybody's heard this now because it's all over social media, but if you haven't, somebody tells you that you're too much, tell them to go find less. I don't know who said it first, but I've had a few people say, I've heard a few people say it. If somebody tells you that you're too much, tell them to go find less. We are not here to compromise our bright, shining loveliness for anybody. We are all lovely in our own way. We all deserve our time. We all deserve a little wiggle room. And it's up to you on if you get it or not. You know, I had a moment, and I'll tell you, while I was getting stuff ready for my art show, I had a moment with I won't say who, with an individual who was helping me organize. I felt like the same level of judgment that I got when I was playing in band, and they didn't think that, I didn't feel like I was a part of the community or the little band community because, I didn't fit the aesthetic. And it was kind of like a repeat of, I didn't feel like I fit the aesthetic of, the art world. Maybe I don't look a certain way, so I'm not going to, be taken seriously. And that's how I felt. I felt very defeated because I was just like, there's no way that this person mixed me up for an entirely different person. I'm, a new artist and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I've been asking this person a lot of questions. And I don't have my number saved by now. I have their number saved. All these questions are going through my head. And at that moment, I didn't even feel like it was worth arguing because, I wanted to give that person the benefit of the doubt. The benefit of a doubt. And, it felt very shitty. It felt very shitty, being judged like that or feeling like I was being judged. And it makes me feel, in that moment, it makes me feel like I don't want to do that to another person. I don't want that other person to feel insecure or feel judged or feel like XYZ. And at the end of the day, you can't force anybody to feel that. That's all, personal to them. But I don't want to be the person to reignite that in them, to make them feel that way. Because it's never fun when you feel that way, right? So, all that being said, feeling what I felt, all of that, feeling that judgment, it just motivates me to make sure that I am keeping my eyes open to the person and not what they look like. Paying attention to their actions and not just their exterior. Because the exterior can say a lot of things about a person. It can say everything but who they truly are. So it's important to really listen to people. Listen to who they are. Listen to their actions. Instead of paying attention to what's on the outside. Because the outside, I hate to say it, doesn't tell you jack diddly about anything. All it tells you is that the person has had a past and have existed on this earth for a certain number of years. That's all it tells you. It doesn't tell you who they are. It doesn't tell you their story. It doesn't say anything. An appearance can say 1,000 words and not one of those words can indicate who they are. On the inside or otherwise. So, I will leave you guys today with the intention to not be judgmental of a person on the outside. Pay attention to what they show you. Attempt to be compassionate on what they show you. Perhaps they are acting this way for some reason in the past that has nothing to do with you. Be compassionate, be understanding, be loving. And realize that, hey, you know what? It's going to be all right. I'm going to get shit figured. And everything is going to be copacetic. All right, guys, I love you. Have an amazing week. Stay safe this weekend. You know, we're plowing through August, and I'm pretty sure before we know it, it's going to be spooky season. Spooky season. So, be safe. Big hugs. I'll see you this weekend.